How you doing, everybody? This is Top here. Just gonna do a video here on a really cool game that I saw at the E3 press conference from Ubisoft, and this game is Rainbow Six. Very interesting looking game and looks very tactical. And here we're just gonna go into the beginning where it's a hostage situation, and what they have to do here is kind of rescue this hostage while these terrorists, I guess you want to call them, are held up inside this house. Now you can see here some cool gadgets. It looks like you've got the barbed wire, you've got these defensive barriers that you can put up against windows, doorways to block the windows. I guess you can block the entrances, block the view, and there you have the hostage sitting right in the middle. Now for me, I really like this. I mean, so far the gameplay that you're seeing is 4 players versus 4 players. It's a lot smaller than, say, the Battlefields or the Call of Duty lobbies, but what I do like is that it's a smaller focus group working together, where I can see it being a lot more tactical and using that team play to your advantage to overcome the situation. So here we are in the house, and you kind of see they get the overmap or the look of the house, and they decide how they're going to go in the house. They rappel off the helicopter onto the rooftop. They decide to go in, and you can kind of see the way the graphics are. I mean, it really looks nice. I do believe this is PC gameplay, because at one point you're going to see where you see like press the F key, so you kind of know that, you know, maybe that's PC gameplay. But on next gen I can see this looking really good. So here you are, you see them rappelling off the side. They decide to break into the window, where you can see they have the barriers up against the window. And at one point he asks his partner, "Are you okay?" And just looking at the tactical element and the competitive side of this type of game mode, I can see this being very cool, very interesting. You can see it's only 5 versus 5 players, and it can really come down to, you know, how you play it, how you move, you know, the way you break into the house, communication between each player, and really learn to work together. So I find this being a game that looks really cool. I've always liked the Rainbow Six games. At one point you do see the way the animation on the gun is, kind of the way he leans. There's no real suppression sort of mechanics, like comparing it again to Battlefield. But I do like the overall look, the squad gameplay. You can see the damage in the walls, the way the bullets just go through the walls. It looks absolutely amazing. Just the overall damage in the house. You can see how, you know, you can shoot through the walls. The way you can use, one player uses the riot shield to kind of lead, the other guy uses it as cover. Really nice game design, and this game really caught my eye, so I wanted to do a review on it, just to kind of give everyone an idea of what to expect from this game. And you know, are you interested in this type of game? Is this a game that you see yourself playing? Rainbow Six games have always been very, you know, they have that realistic element to it. More smaller game modes, not so much of the larger destruction and, say, you know, large levolution like Battlefield and those type of things. But when it comes to a more tactical espionage, you know, hostage rescue situation, you can see how they really did it well, and they really make you feel like you're in this sort of situation where you have to save this hostage and, you know, look over your back, work with your team, and really immerse you in the gameplay, as you can see. And here you're gonna see a lot of cool tools that they use here. You know, you've got your little robot that you can view, you know, send underneath doors so you can view. Overall, I really found this game to be something that I would be pre-ordering and looking forward to play. I really love the games like Call of Duty, you know, I should say Call of Duty. I love Battlefield, but this type of game I could see myself playing. It's got that Ghost Recon kind of feel to it, and I always love those games. Tom Clancy games always seem to be very in-depth, you know, very, like I mentioned before, have that realistic aspect to them, and focus a lot more team play. And there you can see he used that little robot where he kind of threw under the door to kind of see what was going on. And here's another cool element that you use. You've got these sharp charge or explosives where you can blow open entrances, and here he decides to go in through the rooftop, which was just amazing. And really cool that you could do this. Also, you could see how one of the terrorists is slowly going around and taking out his teammates, and I guess this is a player in the game is really good and slowly taking them out. Now here's the part where they're all going to coordinate and attack at the same time to save this hostage, and here you can see him coming down through the roof and taking out one of the hostages while his teammates take out the other hostage and jump down and save the hostage right here. And this is also a very cool element where he takes the hostage to lead, and then he'll have to switch to his sidearm, which is his pistol, to kind of lead the hostage. And here's where the gameplay gets really interesting, because you still have one enemy player remaining on the other team, but it kind of shows that this is a really good player, so he slowly kind of moves in and starts taking them out. And here he is trying to move to get the hostage to safety, and here the terrorist takes out another one of his teammates. Now here's a cool part: the hostage actually goes down and you can revive the hostage. You know, stretching out the gameplay. It may not be as realistic to the point where the hostage gets shot and dies, but I found this to be really cool and really enjoyed this gameplay, so I hope you like it. This is a game I'm looking forward to playing and really looking forward to trying with my clanmates. Thank you for watching. See you on the battlefield.